Hey guys, welcome to Ideas Every Day, and today I'm going to teach you how to make your very own YouTube play button. Now, I decided I'm going to make this. I made it out of pallets, and I only used a table saw, circular saw, and chisels, and my sander. It's very simple. It just takes a very long time, very long process, but I decided I'm going to make one in every incrementation of subscribers as I reach. That way I can see my progress and how I've actually improved over time. It was a really fun project. I love doing it. It's a lot of heart into this, and I'm going to post it somewhere around here so you can always see it. This one, I haven't met it yet. I think it's going to be for 100 subscribers, but I haven't gotten there yet. But I still decided it's a really cool thing to build at the beginning. And it's very simple. It'll take over 3 days though. There's a lot of sanding since I do not have a joiner nor a planer. But it is possible, and I love how it turned out, and it's quite incredible. Hope you enjoy it, and let's get to it. So guys, the first thing that we had to do, since these were pallets, there were not a single straight side on each pallet. So we needed to build a small little jig to actually get one straight side so then I could run them through the table saw. Since I don't have a jig for the table saw, I just decided to use my straight edge and my clamps and my table. As long as we get one side down on each pallet, we can get the rest on the table saw. After we have one straight side, we take them to a table saw and we cut them down to 1.5 inch pieces and try to get as many as we can from the pallets that we have. Now we need to glue them all together. Make sure you have enough glue on every single piece. And the more the better. So the more squeeze out that you get, the better that they will glue in this project. Make sure it's evenly spread so it does cover every little part. If you need more, don't hesitate to put more. To be honest, this is my first glue up, so I did not know how it will turn out, and I was very happy how it turned out. And this is also my first insert project, so I was also very happy how it turned out. It could have been better, but for my first, it was really good. Now after we let this sit for overnight, you want to make sure it is very dry. We're going to take a chisel and we're going to start getting rid of any big excess or bubbles or anything that there is on the glue. And now the sanding begins. You want to sand down everything all the way that you're down to the actual wood. This is, I do not have a joiner nor planer. We need to make this even all the way through by hand. So this will be a very long process. It actually took a full day and part of the second day as well. As you go along, grab a chisel, and if you need, it's going to help you much faster than your sander. Just grab it and make sure that all your joints are even. Or use it to remove any pieces of glue that are left. Now what I did here was just make a straight line of where I'm going to make my cuts of the piece that I do want to use. This could be any size that you would like. And just make sure you make a straight line because that is the final piece that you will be using. I always like to make sure that my edges are a little bit round, and here you're going to see me go through the edges. It just makes the wood look more of a finish look to it, even though I will not be making any finishes on the last piece, but it just gives it a more easy and ergonomic feel to it. Now I'm going to be making an insert out of some plywood that I had. If this was not a good choice, I would recommend you to make it out of some hardwood or any other solid wood that you have. Do not make it out of ply. And you're going to see this later because I had to sand it down, and I wasn't too happy that since I sanded it down, it went onto the next ply, and it just didn't look right. I wanted the actual face of this plywood, but I should have expected this. Now all we're going to do is make an equilateral triangle into the middle of the wood of whatever size you would like. I chose, I think it was about 2 inches each side. Now to make the cut, do not have a jig yet for my table saw, so I decided to go with my circular saw and just do it very slowly by hand, very carefully. If you can do this on a bandsaw or table saw, please do so. Here I'm making sure that my sides are nice and straight. Do not sand out your corners because you do need them, or if you like, you can sand them out, but I prefer for them to be very straight and pointy. Now, you do need to center this piece into where it should go. Make sure to measure 3 times before you draw your final part of where it'll go, because that is where you start chiseling out the wood. Now from here on, you can guess what's gonna happen. I grab my chisel and then I start. I actually started making just the outline first, and then I made a smaller triangle inside just to make sure that if it does rip out, I'm still good and it stops before the final line. Now you can do this in many ways. I decided to do it by hand and with a chisel just to put more heart into it. But if you have a router, if you have anything that you like to use, you can just drill it right out. But I decided to go old school, and I was actually very happy I did, because this is also my first insert and I learned a lot of things from this. After several hours later, my piece actually fits in, so we're ready to add some glue and push it in. Now, always make sure it is deep enough for whatever you're gonna do, and here you will see that the hole was not deep enough for it, and that is why I had to end up sanding it down, and I was not happy about that, and especially because I chose plywood and I went to the next set of ply, and it just didn't give the actual look that I was looking for, but it still turned out very nice. Now more sanding to be done, and I actually used some, I made myself some putty because I had some small holes and I left it dry overnight. So this is actually the next day, following day, and I just kept sanding everything down. I actually sanded a bit too much of a fly and also ended up making some holes, and I just repeat it again. At the end you will see that I make myself some putty with the actual sand dust from this wood to actually color match it, and it turns out very nice. A little trick I learned. If you love this video, please let me know in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making the hell out of this. It was so much fun. There's so much heart into this, like I said before. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I do invite you to subscribe. Make sure you become part of this family, and I really appreciate it if you already are. I'm gonna have a lot more videos of projects coming soon. And thanks for making this possible, guys. So don't forget to give us a like, share it if you like, with your friends, with anybody who you think might enjoy this channel or learn something from it. And thank you very much again, and I'll see you in the next build.